Howdy folks, and welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Today I want to share some of my favorite tips with you for catering your own parties and saving you tons of money. With the rise in wages, there has been a drastic rise in the cost of pre-made food. Whether you go do pickup or you have delivery or you have a special catering job done, the price of that food has just gone up astronomically. It's always been way higher than doing it yourself. And we had parties when my kids were growing up for every occasion. It didn't matter what it was. Birthdays, holidays, if they just got bored, summer, winter, spring, fall, any excuse to get together and celebrate something and have fun. We did it. We had a karate school in town, so we had a great big open building that we could decorate for parties and we could, do fun things with them. And we didn't have to have a place to do it, but we would go to the park and do big parties at the park. You can take crock pots to most city parks because they have power outlets and keep your food warm. I don't know if you knew that or not, but there's tip number one, crock pots, instant pots. If you're going to do a big party and make the food yourself, you have to have a way to keep it warm, and crock pots and instant pots will do that. You can get them Black Friday at Walmart pretty cheap. Even the Dollar Generals have them on sale real cheap. Or you can buy them used. You can pick them up at flea markets and yard sales and thrift stores and stuff like that and get them super, super cheap. You don't have to go out and spend $100 on a new instant pot or even $45 on a new crock pot. You can get them used and save you a bunch of money if you don't have them. Disposable everything. Do as much disposable stuff as you can and shop for the disposable stuff after holidays because they mark it down. If it has a seasonal design on it, they'll mark it down to next to nothing. And you can get, themed pans for whatever holiday's coming up. Like it's almost Valentine's Day, obviously, but you can get pans for Valentine's Day. And at Christmas time, you can find red pans after Christmas and save them for Valentine's Day. And that way you don't even have to store them for a whole year. Sheet pan desserts. Do sheet cakes, bundt cakes for desserts. Super, super cheap, super, super easy. Buy cake mixes when they're on sale to make those desserts. And you can do a whole cake this big for $2. If you go to a deli and buy it, well, maybe $3 because even on sale the frosting's still going to be $2. But you can get the cake for less than $1. The eggs and the oil in a cake mix and the frosting, if you get everything on sale, you can do a cake this size for $3. You go to a deli and buy it, it's going to be $20. You have it made at a bakery, you're probably looking at $40 and up. So make it for $3. Save a ton of money just on desserts. Another one is small plates. If you're having a big party with a lot of people, only put out small plates because people will get less at one time. And even if they make 2 or 3 trips, they're going to eat less than if you have a great big platter and they're loading it up, and there's going to be less waste on small plates because they're not going to be able to get more than they can eat. So do small plates, but disposable everything. If you're doing all the cooking yourself, you don't want to have to do a mountain of dishes too. Chips are a great way to stretch whatever other foods you're making. But you need a list of good foods, and we do have a list of party foods, or a playlist with party foods in it, and it's all stuff that my family has enjoyed at parties, everything, wedding showers, baby showers, Christmas parties, 4th of July, Super Bowl parties, Halloween parties, whatever party we're doing, birthday parties. These are all the recipes are stuff that we like, stuff that we have, stuff that we've made for years. And we're getting ready to put up, I've got in the Instant Pot over here some Swedish meatballs, and back here I got some little smokies, and I got a cheese dip in the oven. So all those videos are going to be going up for you this week. So stay tuned and you'll have all those this week. But check out the playlist. I'll link it in the end of this video. A lot of it is super simple stuff you can make ahead. And if you're going to be doing a party for yourself, make stuff ahead of time. Potato salad, pasta salad is super cheap. Egg salad, tuna salad, coleslaw, all that stuff can be made ahead of time so you're not worn out the day of your party. Also, make sweet tea, because if you have sweet tea to drink, it's way, way, way cheaper than buying sodas. And make Kool-Aid. It was good enough for us when we were kids, and it's good enough now. Kool-Aid and sweet tea are far cheaper than sodas. And if you're throwing a big party, you gotta cut money where you can. You can have people bring stuff too. Do a potluck. Just have people bring drinks and have people bring small plates. Tell them small plates. Or have people bring the silverware or the napkins even, because all that adds to the cost and it takes away from what you have to spend. And when we did the big parties at karate, we didn't charge anybody anything, and we didn't require that they bring anything. But we would ask people to bring things like plates and napkins and spoons, but we always had plates and napkins and spoons, because sometimes when you ask people to bring stuff, they don't. So make sure that if somebody doesn't bring something you've asked them to bring, it's not going to end your party. Like, don't ask somebody to bring ice and not have any ice at all, because sure as the world, that person will not show up or they will forget the ice. It never fails. You've done a whole big party and all you asked for was ice and you won't have it. I hate to be that way, but it's that way. You can make chicken salad ahead of time, and we've served it on crackers, on croissants, on little finger sandwiches, and it's great. You can also do tuna salad and egg salad that way. But it's a cheap way to add a lot of food to your party. You can do the little ham and cheese pinwheels or ham and turkey pinwheels, you know, where you do the tortilla and you just put the cream cheese, and we've got the recipe up, but anyway, it's in that party food list, and you just roll it up. It's super easy. It's a way to get a whole lot of appetizers out of just a little bit of ham and cheese. Have some dishes, like we do pulled pork a lot, and I make it with a pork loin. That recipe is also going to be in the playlist. It is super, super, super easy. And once you make it that way, you'll never go back to doing it any other way. And I do it a lot of times in my Instant Pot. That's what I use my Instant Pot most for, is making that pulled pork. Because you can cook it in it and you can keep it warm in it and people can eat on it for all day. And you don't even have to mess with it. Anyway, have some good recipes. Casseroles are another good way to cater your own party. You can make them ahead of time, put them in your refrigerator, and just take them out and heat them up the day of your party. The freezer section, that's going to be your best friend if you're planning a big party and you're doing all your cooking yourself. If you have something like chicken fingers catered, I would be willing to bet you that they are going to be just frozen chicken fingers that whatever place you're having cater your party heats up. So you might as well go to the grocery store and get frozen chicken fingers and heat them up yourself and save yourself a ton of money. The frozen meatballs, which is what I used in the crock pot for the recipe that we're going to put up this week. Super, super, super easy way to get a lot of food, and it's not expensive. And, you know, doing the frozen chicken fingers versus even picking them up at a fast food place, it'll save you a fortune, especially if you're doing it for a lot of people. And you can put them in the oven and bake them all at once. You know, anyway, that's and hot dogs. Hot dogs are great for big parties. Do a weenie roast, especially in the summertime out by the fire pit. You can have 50 people over for hot dogs for way less than what you can have 10 people over for hamburgers. So keep that one in mind too. And make some coleslaw and potato salad. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else I can tell you that would save you a lot of money and make it easy. The best thing, though, really, is disposable, the freezer section, the crock pots to keep it warm. Make stuff ahead of time. Ask people to bring stuff, but not stuff that's going to ruin the party if they don't. I hope this video has given you some ideas for how you can save money on a party. Maybe in the comments, if you would share your favorite money-saving tip for parties, that would be great, because the Super Bowl is coming up this week. And I recently learned that the Super Bowl has passed Thanksgiving as the #1 food day in America. I could not believe that when I heard it. But apparently it's true. People eat more cook more and buy more food for the Super Bowl than they do for Thanksgiving. So whatever the reason you're getting together and celebrating with the people you love, God bless you, more power to you. Just keep getting together with the people that you love and celebrating. And while you're celebrating all your special events, whether it's the Super Bowl or the 4th of July, I want you to please remember the service members, the members of the military who can't be with their families, all the first responders, the police officers, the EMTs, the firefighters who are working all these holidays and events so that you can enjoy them with your family. And I want to leave you with John 5:13. Greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. And especially remember those families who have had members of their family lay down their lives protecting us. I hope you enjoy your next celebration. I hope you share lots of love with the people in your life. And your joy is just overflowing. Thank you so very much for joining us in the Hillbilly Kitchen. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Please join us on Valentine's Day this year for a very special celebration for us. We're doing a live stream on February 14th, 2024, and we want you to be with us. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share our videos with your friends. And until next time, remember to put God first.